Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Avon HerStory. This is where I have a chat with my friends in Avon Nation about their Avon story. Today we have with us my friend, my partner, her name is Tamra Robinson Petrona, and she is an awesome friend, first of all, and an awesome Avon representative. Welcome, Miss Tamra.
Thank you for having me, Angeline. I'm delighted to be here. I'm
Great.
excited.
Yes, I'm excited too. So this is where we have a chat, like I said, with my friends, and it is specifically for our Avon business persons who are on their journey. This is where we hold up like a mirror for you to see other representatives. Hopefully you can see in the future, and also for you to be inspired by their story.
Okay.
So, Ms. Tamra, my first question to you is, do you remember when you were first introduced to Avon products? First ever. Do you remember?
First ever, yes. My mom in Jamaica used Avon. And I remember the Faraway. That was one of her signature fragrances. And I remember my first Avon fragrance as a child. A lot of people, for them, it was Sweet Honesty, but for me, it was Night Magic.
Really?
Yes, it was Night Magic for me. And I remember every time my grandmother used to visit, she used to have the little jars. Back then, they were those oval shaped jars. She always had those jars of skin softeners, as they call them. So those were my first encounters with Avon as a child. And to this day, I spray Night Magic and it just brings back, back memories. Yes, it just brings back memories.
Wow.
Of Avon as a child. So that was my first introduction to Avon.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. I won't ask you your age and how long ago that was or anything.
That's okay. That was maybe in the mid to late 80s.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And so fast forward to now there've been so many changes that have been made to Avon. Then from a customer you became a rep and so on. And I know through the years you have experienced a lot of the changes. How, Tamra, do you handle the changes that you have experienced over these years?
Honestly, when the changes hit, as in life, you are apprehensive and you're like, okay, why are they doing this? But it's a business, it's your business. And just as Avon is making decisions with their business, you as a business owner also have to make business decisions. And you either have to ride with the changes or you exit. So, it's either you jump right in and you adjust as you go along, because it's all an adjustment period. So you adjust with the changes as you go along. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been adjusting to the changes. And the more you adjust, the more you find little niches that will work for you with the changes that have occurred. One of the main things that I have to do is to learn the product. So if something is replacing something, now you have to go and learn or relearn what this
Mm-hmm.
new product is and say, okay, this is gone, so maybe it will fit, or maybe it will work for both things that have disappeared. So, it's an adjustment period because you have to learn, you have to, and basically you just have to go with the flow. If it's something that you like to do, you just have to go with the flow and
Right.
just make the changes that suits you as an individual.
Wow, interesting. And as you are speaking, two things that I want to pick up on. Number one, you talk about as a business person. Now, speak to us about that. I mean, sometimes, so many times you hear people say, I sell Avon, and it just sounds so, I sell Avon. But you're talking about being a business person. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, being a business person, the model of Avon is to empower women. That is one of the models. But what is it empowering women to do? It is empowering women to, move beyond themselves and create whether some people decide that they're creating a legacy for their children. Some people decide that they're creating a short-term opportunity to make income. So anything that makes an income, anything that you have to report to the IRS is a business. So if you're operating this thing as a hobby, which is fine, but you have to be clear. And, to me, it's a business. I know to you also it's a business because
Absolutely.
we put effort and we invest time, we invest money into what we're doing. So that is what makes it a business. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you're investing your hard-earned money into and duplicating that, it's a business. And sometimes we need to, differentiate business or hobby. And nothing is wrong with having it as a hobby. But for me, that is what it is. It's something that I'm investing my money in and I'm reaping benefits from it,
It's a great point and a great explanation. The other part out of what you said was, and that was one of the things I was going to be asking you about, is product knowledge. How important, in your estimation, is product knowledge?
It is, I would say, 90% of what you're doing. Because you're not bringing products with you around on a daily basis. And if you're advertising yourself as a salesperson for this company, which is Avon for us, the mere thing that you're bringing around is a brochure. This is our store, and the brochure merely has the product. Maybe it has the notes of, say, fragrances or stuff like that, but there's more in-depth things that you have to know. And someone asks you on the spur of the moment, for example, you don't have your book. Someone asks you on the spur of the moment, I have, blotches or whatever it is that, whatever it is that the issue, the concern of the customer comes up. You have to be ready to respond to that, and you have to be ready to say, there are at least two products, study two products out of each category that does something. So you will have some knowledge, or speak intelligently about what you're saying. But product knowledge is at least 90% of what, because that's what you're selling. You're selling a solution to a problem. So if you don't have the solution, if you don't know what the solutions are in your cupboard or in your store, what's the point? What's the point?
Right, absolutely. Wow. That is, I agree with you. That is really crucial. And in anything that you do, even if you're working in a store, some knowledge of what the store is selling is important, and more so when you're operating your own business. I totally totally
Yes.
agree with you right there that it is
Yeah.
absolutely crucial. All right, let's pivot to leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership. Speak to us, Tamra, about leadership. Leadership, your love of leadership, the challenges of leadership. Just speak to us about leadership in
Uh,
your Avon business.
leadership for me is um challenging challenging aspect of my business. And why that is, I would say, it gets discouraging when, you're on a high, when someone is interested in the business and you take the time to educate them, you take the time to invite them to meetings, and they get more in-depth education about what it is that we do. And they are excited, they are on a high. You invite them, they take up the opportunity based on what they've been offered, and then nothing happens. you know it's discouraging.
Yes.
It is discouraging, and you don't want to just leave them hanging.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to just leave them hanging, so you try in every little aspect to try to turn their way, or whatever they're doing, and try to get them to focus on the business opportunity. Here again, is it a business for you or is it a hobby? Make
Mm-hmm.
that clear, so that
Mm-hmm.
as a leader, I will better be able to service you in
Mm-hmm.
whatever capacity it is.
Mm-hmm.
But with that aside, leadership is phenomenal because you get to educate people, you get to meet new friends, and you form a bond with these people who are like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
You bounce off each other, with whatever it is that somebody's doing, it works for them, and you want to try that too, and you might add a little bit of your own spice to it. So I love leadership. I love the compensation plan. You know,
Right.
I am not at a high tier yet, but when the campaign closes and I get those $4 checks and those $5 checks, I'm excited. I'm excited because that means I
Yes.
did something with the three people, or the four people that is on my team. They did something.
Right.
So it is an encouraging aspect of the business. And it is encouraging, but it's also a little harder to find someone who is on the same wavelength as you, because I
Right.
think it works better when you're on the same wavelength and the person is motivated. But
Mhm.
it's I have to find a balance, and I guess once I interview that person
Mhm.
who is interested, you have to be like, okay, what is it? Is it a business or
Mhm.
is it a hobby? So
Right.
you know what the wavelength is, so you don't get disappointed. But I think that's the most thing for me. It gets discouraging sometimes, but on the other flip side, it can be a very momentous aspect of the
Mhm.
business for me.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, now, do you think, Tamra, that this Avon business is a worthwhile business for anyone to be in?
Um, Very interesting question, Angeline. It is a worthwhile business if you are going to work the business, if you're going to put your effort into doing, the best that you can, because that's
Mhm.
all we can do. We can only do the best that we can.
Mhm.
But if it's something that is going to, and with Avon, with any business,
Mhm.
the world changes,
Mhm.
your perspective change,
Mhm.
your life changes,
Mhm.
people around you, their life changes. So um it's an individual choice where, okay, I'm doing well, and something comes and swipes me up, and takes control of my
Mhm.
attention.
Mhm.
um what is it going to be? Again, what is your business decision going to be?
Mm.
Is it that you're going to stick with the business and continue to work it? Or are you going to let the distractions, overtake you? So it can be profitable, but it's all a balancing act. It's a
Mhm.
balancing act. So it is what you put in, that's what you get out. So you can't be disappointed with what you get out if you didn't put anything in. But
Mm.
of course, it is a worthwhile business. It
Mhm.
is. People are making millions with it. So
Mhm.
there's no way I'm going to say, oh, Avon is, there are people making millions of dollars. But guess what they do differently from me and other people? They they found that balance.
Mhm.
They found that balancing act that we're all searching for. We're all trying to find that balancing act to make the business a more profitable and worthwhile business for us.
Mhm.
But most definitely, it's been around for over 130 years. So of course, of course.
Absolutely. And what I hear you saying is it definitely takes a certain mindset
Mhm,
for this business to be, or any business, any,
business. Mhm,
especially direct sales business,
mhm,
network marketing business, that because across the direct sales network marketing platform, it's the same, it seems to be the
mhm.
same thing based
Yeah.
on what I've seen and heard. It's the
Mhm,
same thing where we have people go MIA, and
mhm.
it's all, the
Yeah.
challenges are
Yeah.
pretty much the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there are great possibilities, right?
Mhm,
And as Eric Worre says, that we're not
mhm,
perfect, but it's
mhm.
better. It's better for
Yeah.
the average
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
to be engaged in. All
Mhm.
right, Tamra, let's go to some simpler thing. What's your favorite, Avon? What's your favorite category? And then the favorite product.
My favorite category is fragrance.
Mm,
Yeah, fragrance is my favorite category. Fragrance and I would say fragrance is my top. Yeah, fragrance, fragrance. Fragrance
oh,
is my top. Yes.
okay.
Yeah. I like to spray the perfumes on people and watch their expressions. It just, so sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, but when someone smells that, and they say,
I
oh, that,
know, right?
the comments that people make when you spray a fragrance on them, and then you have some people who, when you spray it, it brings them back to a time. So
Mm,
I think it's the time and making people, remember certain things
mhm,
is why I like fragrance. But I love fragrance. I love fragrance category.
mm.
Um, and my next category would be not necessarily facial skincare, but like body, bath and body would be my next
Mm.
after fragrance. Yeah.
And
And
favorite.
my favorite perfume right now is Still Far Away Intense Beyond. Still my favorite. Yes. I have sold that. I think since that came out, I've been selling it. My sister-in-law, I gave her a bottle, and based on that bottle that she's gotten orders for me from that bottle. So it's still my favorite fragrance till now. Because before, I never liked Far Away. Still don't like the regular Far Away for some reason.
Mm,
It's something, it just, but when they made that one, I'm like, oh,
mm,
I love that. I love it. So that's my favorite. And in Bath and Body, it's the Supreme Nourishment. Skin So Soft, Supreme Nourishment.
mm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, I had a customer that she waited for that. I was saying, don't you want to try it? And she's like, nope. She
Nope.
said, as a matter of fact, she says that she has tried others and she just had to come right
Yeah.
back.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Tamra,
I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
what do you like best about being an Avon rep?
What do I like best about being an Avon representative? Um, the relationships that I build with my fellow Avon representatives. I think I've created extended family with most of them, and I enjoy educating my team members about the products. I think that's probably one of the top for me. I enjoy learning about the products and then explaining or referring to certain products, educating them, my team members about the products. I think, those are my two top things. I think if I wasn't an Avon representative, I would have loved to be a part of the training, one of the Avon trainees.
and you do a phenomenal job. You have that ability to break down, the products. You get the information, you absorb it, and then you can break it down to the representative. You do a great job. You're an excellent teacher.
I love that. I think I love that part. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tamra, we have some Avon reps that will be watching this recording. Can you speak to them? Speak to them where they are right now, as you are so led to do.
I just want our Avon representatives, our Avon family, to know that, it is our business. Some of us, it's our passion, and we do get discouraged ever so often when we have shortages, when we can't fulfill our customers' needs. I think is the nitty-gritty of it. And I know that things might look bleak. I've gotten discouraged. I've had to, change my thought process over and over again with everything that is going on. And I just want my Avon family to know that they're doing their best that they can with whatever is going on. And that is all we can do. We can do the best that we can. We just have to stay focused. We just have to stay in tune with our customers. We just have to have that relationship. Once you have that relationship with your customers, trust and believe they are not going anywhere. I think that is the fear that most of us have. We don't have the product, so we're going to lose those customers. Just remember, they're not customers. They're our family. These are people that we go to and we help solve their problems. So just remember, you can only do the best that you can. Angeline can only do the best that Angeline can. Tamra can only do the best that Tamra can. And so can you. Just go educate yourselves as much as possible on what we have and offer a solution in the best possible way that you can. And everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. I tell myself that all the time. It will be okay. Yeah. It will be okay. It will be okay.
It will be.
We just have to, keep readjusting.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, that was going to be my last question until, as you were talking, you inspired me to go on now. Tamra, what is your Avon dream?
Oh, my Avon dream Tamra is to go on at least one trip. I'm not even going to say I want to go on all the trips. I just want to be able to go on one Avon trip and experience what that is. That is what I want. When that will be, only God can tell me. Only God can, adjust, help me to adjust whatever is going on so that will happen. But that is my Avon dream. Once I have accomplished the trip, I know that I have done extremely well thus far in my Avon business.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a great note on which we can end this chat with my dear friend Tamra. And we want to hope that she will be able to make that adjustment, pivot, do the work, do what is necessary for her to accomplish her Avon dream.
Yeah.
She has had a phenomenal story, Avon journey, and she is a leader. She is an inspiration, and she will that she could be more consistent with the things that she does, and maybe if she push a little bit more in the consistency vein, then she will definitely accomplish that mission to experience a Avon
trip. And I'll be back to tell you all when that happens.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for tuning. I like to, and we're a little over the time that I wanted to go, but Tamra, any last word that you want to share with our that one Avon person that may be listening?
Keep pushing. That is, our motto here. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. There's nothing that can stop us if we keep pushing. That's my last.
Okay. Thank you, Tamra. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Thanks for having me, Anne.
Time for out of your dinner time to be with me. It's evening, guys, when we are doing this recording. And thank you all for tuning in. And please like, subscribe, and share this video if you believe a fellow business person, an Avon representative would benefit from this this video. Then we encourage you to share it with someone so that they will be inspired as well. Thanks again, guys. Thank you so much, Tamra. God bless you. And one love, guys. One love. Thank you.